Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
the podcast. Hey guys!
Hey!
So we are on our way home from the Stone Cold and Jackal show.
Oh my god,
and
so good.
So, first little disclaimer, we are testing a new platform right now that we're recording on, and also we are driving home after the show, and it's raining. So if you hear some craziness, Shannon not driving, Amanda driving. So, oh my gosh. How amazing was that show, though? So we'll save the big news for the end.
Yes.
We'll save the big news for
Yes.
the end. But there's big news at the end!
There is big news at the end. But they are so funny, and you can just see that their relationship is genuine, kind of like ours, with the humor of back and forth and, you know, what they're talking about and stuff. It's not just staged for reaction. Like, they're honestly enjoying themselves, which is what it's all about.
And it's kind of like the same way that we kind of started this podcast, is we just really enjoy each other's company, and we're funny. We think we're funny.
We think we're hysterical.
And we're just like, everyone in the world should hear this, so let's just go for it.
Exactly. And I like that they made fun of the same stuff at General Hospital that we make fun of.
Oh my gosh, that was the best part.
How is this right? Like, it was hysterical. We don't want to give too much away, because if you have a chance to go see them, you need to go do it.
Yep, absolutely. So we also made some friends while we were standing in line, and unfortunately, so one's from Penn Hills and one is from Plum, near Pittsburgh, where we also live. And we forgot to ask permission to use names on public, and we obviously, we like to be respectful of
But you know who
privacy.
you are. We had a great conversation.
Yeah, we love you,
We really enjoyed it.
Thank you for working for the government and taking care of all of that stuff, and thank you for not spoiling today's episode either.
Yes, that
because
was awesome. She caught herself.
Yep.
I was like, no, I can't tell you.
Because the show, so tonight's show started, doors opened at 6:30, but Amanda and I were both on mom duty, and wrangling kids, and we barely slowed down to shove Amanda's kids out the car.
It was a nice gentle roll. They can jump.
Yes.
They're still young.
But you know what? Megan was so upset that she could not come.
She was. Megan's the one that you guys have heard give a little bit of hi and input here and there.
Yep.
She was so sad, and when I told her that then we were getting to do pictures, she was like, tell them I said hi.
We forgot to tell them that we'll tell.
All right.
Yes.
That's all right.
And we'll tweet at them. We'll have her tweet at them.
Oh, that would
and be like, hey, my mom and her friend were, we'll have her tweet at them.
Yes, she can let them know she's the new person in charge of marketing for our podcast.
Exactly.
She's
because
so excited.
She was like, wait, you guys are on Instagram? We're going to follow you. Yes. Are you on YouTube? Yes, I'll follow you.
Yes. She retweeted and everything. She was on it today.
Yes.
So I love how
So we're teaching the kids the future.
That's
so
right.
And so the show was about an hour and a half long.
Yes.
And I mean, honestly, the fans are great and there were guys in the audience. So ladies, so the first time that they came to Pittsburgh was in November 2017. And I had a chance to go, and we talked about this briefly before.
I couldn't, because it was a Steeler night in Pittsburgh.
And that's not why you couldn't. It was because you were babysitting other people's kids who were going to the game.
A Steeler night
because let's be honest, neither one of us could care less.
No, I wouldn't go to a game, but I had already said I would babysit.
Exactly. And you have integrity, and so you do not back out, even though
I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Really wanted to.
And
so you went all by yourself, which was impressive.
I did. I've done movies by myself, but going to a live event by yourself, I feel
But there was also a lot of people here tonight that were there by themselves, and they were totally supportive with that, too. And we appreciated it because it made the line move a little faster for pictures. So.
But also, there were a lot of guys there tonight, and some said, oh, I'm not a fan. And then they're laughing at all this stuff, too. And then they're like, oh, but we're Sunny. And it's like, you're not a fan. You know who Sunny is.
Exactly. Yeah, they got way too many of those jokes to not know what it was all about.
Yes, but I mean,
Brad, I liked the interaction. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No. Go.
Loved the interaction because Bradford came out into the audience first thing, and then they had Q&A, and he was like up in people's faces and like totally joking around. They both totally understand, obviously, that they're like sex symbols at this point, and so they rolled right with the inappropriate stuff, and like nothing got nasty. It was all in just the love of General Hospital atmosphere.
Yeah. And I mean, even so, there were a couple words that you do not hear on daytime television, but overall, I would say family friendly.
Yeah.
You know, nothing worse than what they're going to hear in a PG-13 movie.
Right.
I mean, God only knows those ratings have gone down.
Yes.
But, I mean, even still, I mean, I could count on one hand how many times they said something. And it's like, you know, even the stuff that they did say that was like a little tongue-in-cheek, it was probably way over the kids' heads anyway.
Yes.
So.
And it was all in the general fun atmosphere. Nothing was meant to be taken serious or offensively. They both talked about their wives. Like, it was respectful.
Yep. And it was really nice for us. So we also, I mean, we made 2 pretty good friends. So we were at the Improv in Pittsburgh is where they were. And I guess that they do have a lot of shows at Improvs around the country. So if you're near an Improv, check out their schedule and see if maybe they're coming towards you. I'm with Amanda that I agree we should not give specifics about the show because, you know, they also do not allow video. They allow you to take as many pictures as you want, though.
Yes.
They just ask that no video. And fair enough, you know, we don't want to spoil it for anybody else, you know, but it's totally worth it. Get the VIP. Yes. You get a hug from each of them.
Right. That's worth the money right there.
You get, yeah. So, and we each got a picture, and then we got a picture together. And we're wearing some shirts that say, "Meet me at the Pier." Although Steve thought that it said, "Meet me at the pie."
Right? It was like,
but
what is that?
Well, it's my roll that it kind of goes around.
It is not. It was, you were walking towards him.
Yes.
They were trying to move people along. He looked beautiful.
But we bought them, so we know from listening to their podcast that Bradford is a big wine buff. So we bought him a bottle of an award-winning Noirette from Narcissi Winery, and we got them each Twizzlers and Red Vines and some chocolates from Sarah's Candies, which is a local Pittsburgh chocolate company, and
wine glasses.
We gave them wine glasses that say "Meet me at the Pier." That's right, and they're plastic to be able to transport. So I think we should make more of those, and I think that could be a giveaway.
I think that they should be drinking out of those tonight and snap a picture of it, like in their hotel room.
Let's see how that works. You know, maybe. Do you have an idea for a podcast but don't know where to start? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Anchor is such an easy way to record and edit a podcast, and you can do it from either your phone or computer. Best part is you don't have to worry about getting it out there. Anchor distributes to many platforms so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. You can start making money right away without having a minimum number of listeners, too. Anchor really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. We should have gone to Dave & Buster's. I know that they like it next door. They were saying that...
I feel like if they are going to Niagara tomorrow, that they're not doing Dave & Buster's tonight.
I don't know. It's 11:30 on a Tuesday, and we both have to get up with kids in the morning. And, you know, their kids are on the other... Well, you know what? They are on West Coast time, so for them, it's only 8:30. Maybe they still have an hour in them.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All right, get to the big news.
All right, so let's get to the big news.
Suspense.
Okay, so big news. Totally was not expecting this. So last week when I edit the podcast, it's on my husband's computer. And when I went to edit one of the days, I noticed that there was an email open and it said Bradford Anderson. And I asked my husband, I was like, why are you emailing Bradford Anderson? And he's like, oh, that was supposed to be a surprise. And here he emailed, I guess he emailed the booker or something like that, I don't know, to try to get us time to talk to them.
Which was so sweet.
It was so sweet.
Ever.
But I'm not going to lie, I got mad because I was like, you can't do that. That's not appropriate. You know, that's not proper etiquette, all that, blah, 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 blah. So we are last in line tonight to get our pictures with them.
Because we wanted them to open the present.
Right. We didn't want to rush them. We wanted to have we didn't want to upset anyone behind us, and we just wanted to take a little bit of time. So, then Bradford... So, yeah, Steve reads the shirts, and Bradford's like, wait, you guys have a podcast? Did I talk to one of your husbands? And I just turned around, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And he's like, I told him that, he's like, I guess that he emailed him back and said, you know, there was nothing we could do here, but I told him that we could do like a 15-minute Skype session. So we are going to Skype with Bradford at least. I don't know if we're going to get Steve too, but I mean, I don't care.
One is better than none is what you mean.
I am just floored that he's willing to give us 15 minutes. You know, I mean, that's absolutely amazing. So hopefully soon we're going to be able to talk to Mr. Bradford Anderson and have a little, I don't know. I don't even know what we're going to talk about, but I really could not breathe leaving.
I love you. That's what we're going to end up saying. We need to come up with like some type of on-topic script, because if not, it's going to be all over the place.
I'm sure that he'll be like, all right, here's how we keep it to 15 minutes.
Right.
Because but
too exciting.
I'm so glad that we waited until the end.
Yes.
And it was really a good time. You know,
awesome. That was the best surprise ever. And you were totally right for your husband to mind his own business, but it came from the sweetest place, and it totally worked out for us.
Here's the thing. I mean, he does often have sweet intentions, and my husband is a great guy. I did totally appreciate it, and I probably sound like the most ungrateful wife ever.
No, because you wanted to.
It also could have
been horrible.
It could have gone the absolute other way, where they're like, don't go anywhere near them, you know, and we're just very, very, and I didn't think that was necessarily going to happen with them, because we're fans of theirs and we hear how they like to and they appreciate the fans and everything, so didn't think that was necessarily going to happen, but it could have. So I am 75%.
We didn't think anything was going to happen. Like, it was like, lesson learned, he shouldn't talk on your behalf, and they're totally not
when it comes to my business stuff. Not when it comes to my business stuff. Yeah.
And they're not going to have any idea who we are. We're going to give them the presents and be done, and maybe they'll give us a shout out because of the glasses or whatever.
Right. But that's all that I wanted was, oh, cool, you guys have a podcast. That's fun. I wasn't expecting 15 minutes.
Right. I don't even know. Like, I was expecting maybe like him to like a post or something like that.
Right.
Like, minimal interaction as a thank you at most. But 15 minutes, that's freaking awesome.
We got extra hugs.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was the best.
And that's the name of their podcast, is That's Awesome.
Right. Oh my God.
So I'm such a nerd, because when I went to the store to find a bag for them to put their stuff in, there was one that said like, I hope you have an awesome birthday or something like that. And I was really going to get paper and like stick it all over it and just write that's awesome. And then I was like, you know what? No, they have kids that probably do. I mean, now their kids are a little bit older. Bradford's are still younger, but you know, they don't need any other homemade crafts.
No, they don't. But it was just awesome.
What a fun night.
It was the best night.
It was such a good night. And it didn't rain while we were outside, because it's horrible weather right now. So, all right. Well, this episode is going to be short because
we got to pick up the
Amanda
kids.
has to pick up her kids.
Because it's 11:30 at night.
Yep. And
so
we're
just
tired.
Wanted to keep you in the loop.
So go
you hear our
see
feelings.
the Stone Cold. Yeah, I wish that we had interviewed people, but it just wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have worked.
But if you were at the show on Tuesday night in Pittsburgh, or if you've seen their show in other cities, like, let us know what you think. Don't spoil it for anyone else, please, because, you know, we want them to be able to go and enjoy the show. So
enjoy your week. And enjoy your weekend. See, I don't even know where I'm at. That's how.
Well, we just finished a weekend. So, and we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to subscribe and follow on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever you listen to. Also, please give us a review. This helps us know what you like.
You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And also, we're not perfect, so if there is something that we messed up or something that we missed, or if there's just something that you want to talk about, let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.